totally try not to sound like Guy Lopez, but yeah, can't say hey folks or hey guys or hey just me because it's gonna sound like him in his commercials. But if anybody you have been following my channel, I mean, I know I'm not like Olin Rogers or PewDiePie or whoever. You know, I'm not a big figure in YouTube. I just kind of started my channel recently and mostly just been videos of stuff from my life and a couple forays into pop culture ranting and talking about magic, science, and religion because I had an anthropology class last semester on that subject, and I kind of wanted to vlog about the questions and essays and whatnot that were related to that. And it's like trying to figure out what I want this channel to be about and trying to figure out, okay, if I have an idea what I want it to be about, how I want to do that, how I want to present that, and so on and so forth. And I'm probably going to stick with book reviews, especially when I can do them when I'm on break or when I don't have anything else going on or when I have access to, those kinds of materials, like when I have access to my books, my library, which I've left down in San Diego for the most part. I have a few books with me still, but other than book reviews, um, can't think of something I could do really as a guaranteed sort of lineup. I'm not Michael McQuilton with his MCQ bushcraft. I can't go camping on the weekends and all that stuff. I mean, he does that as a job, so it's like, him making videos about that kind of comes natural. He's already doing it as it is. Why not go make educational videos about how to survive out in the bush, in the backwood, and I really like his videos. I really like how he does all of that. I like Solo Hunter as well. It's really inspiring and kind of gets me fired up about going out into the backwoods and doing that whole surviving, living off the land sort of thing, and I'd like to do stuff similar to that eventually because I have gone camping and I'm really into camping and hiking and all that kind of stuff. I'm Eagle Scout. I went through Boy Scouts as a kid and growing up in my teenage years and did all that. So that's definitely an idea. I just have to see where I go with this because hmm, I think I just lost my train of thought. But yes, channel update. I'm gonna try to sum it quick because I'm not don't feel like I have much left to say right now. But so channel update. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I know delete a bunch of videos and something to do with some like weird comments I got on there. I say weird because it's kind of jumbled up and some of the content was kind of stuff that if I really decided to engage with the person who was making the comments that I made in their video in response to that, I would essentially get dragged into a bunch of like flame wars about. I mean, just the kind of stuff you hear on the news all the time, and you see on various forums, and you see on Facebook people trolling each other about you know gender issues and politics and conspiracy theories about this, that, and the other, and I just don't find that stuff really interesting. I find stuff interesting when it's about somebody going off on their own in the backwoods, surviving and living off the land and getting back in touch with nature and the universe and all that kind of stuff. I find that really interesting. I find stuff about space travel and space exploration and exploring the frontiers of the universe and all that. I found that really interesting. And I find stuff like that really interesting. I find books really interesting. Different thoughts, different, works of literature, works on science, that kind of stuff. I find that stuff fascinating. I find anything having to do with self improvement, whether it's working out or it's reading books in order to expand your mind, your knowledge of one subject or another. I find that stuff fascinating. I find stories of people who have overcome whether it's an addiction or it's some other challenge in their life. I find that stuff fascinating, self improvement, moving in a positive direction, getting out there, becoming truly free, not just politically or economically or whatever, but truly free, and then using that to do something to make the world a better place. I find that stuff fascinating. And so a lot of my subscriptions are to channels where people talk about that kind of stuff and they go into detail about that, and they share their journeys, their personal journeys to overcome X, Y, or Z thing, or to learn or to experience life, to get out there in the world instead of sitting in front of a screen all day and being addicted to something or other, being chained down, um, being somebody they don't want to be, improving themselves, getting rid of bad character traits, changing their lives, changing even if you're talking about financial situations, changing their financial situations, becoming wealthy, becoming successful. I find that stuff fascinating and enlightening and uplifting and positive, and I get enthusiastic about that stuff. So somewhere along there, I'm gonna have to formulate some ideas and want to take that passion and making it something for this channel, and decide how exactly I'm going to cover that. Different interests, different ideas, different topics, etc., etc., etc. So it's my channel update to kind of explain why I took down those videos and where I'm going with this, or where I'm trying to go with all this. So guess that's it. Thanks for giving me 7 minutes of your time. Appreciate it. Bye.